Kyogo had the ball in the back of the net 3 times. Engels had a penalty. None of that was enough though, and Benito was the man that gave Celtic that crucial 1-0 win when he scored their own goal with 4 minutes to go and confirmed Celtic's place in the knockout stages of the Champions League for the first time in almost 2 decades. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. They've done it. They've gotten over the line. They've 12 points on the board. They are guaranteed to be in the draw for the playoffs. Congratulations to them. Celtic defeating Young Boys by 1-0 at Celtic Park. Wasn't quite perhaps the result that a lot of people were hoping for. Probably wanting to win this more comfortably and have the game sealed. And in the end, yeah, it's a win's a win. You'll take it however you get it.
That is it, guys. A few disallowed goals in there. I mean, Celtic would argue they're unlucky not to win by more. I mean, I'd probably argue the same. But the reality is, if you're offside, you're offside. The penalty...
Well, all 3 goals were correctly ruled off. So, I mean, I don't see...
I know, but the create that amount of chances, it should have been at a sight, really, in the first half. But, yeah, that's been the...
First half, yes. Second half, I think Young Boys actually came into the game a bit more.
No, they did. But I think you've seen in this game why Young Boys are bottom of the table.
Yeah, Young Boys, no points after 6 games. Not looking good for them.
It was
7
pretty
games,
much...
actually.
It was pretty much Slovan Bratislava minus the 5 goals. That's what the first half felt like, at least.
I think Slovan felt like they were a wee bit more of a threat coming forward.
Yeah, Young Boys looked really poor, and you know what? When you turned around and said, here, maybe Young Boys would get battered by Kelly, maybe I should have accepted that.
No, I mean, I think going to Rugby Park's a more difficult game, but is what it is. Celtic, well, we're not creating goals, but they were creating goal-scoring chances for fun in that first half, honestly. Not sure how they didn't have the lead at half-time. Probably because the lead was cancelled out 3 times. That certainly didn't help.
Aye, buddy. Right,
but,
let's get into the start of the game then.
Well, let's do it. Let's go.
Bit of a shaky start. Hajar, this guy was a bit of a fudder. The nerves were getting to the Celtic players. We loose pass here and there for Engels, but you know what? After they braved the storm for about 30 seconds, because that's how Young Boys really mustered, went it. Kyogo then scores an offside goal. Clearly offside. Kuhn then cuts in after a run. I thought he should have did better, but you were backing Kuhn to the moon.
Well, he done alright here, man. He sidestepped his 3 players.
By his mega stand-ups this season.
I mean, he can't help it if someone gets a block on his shot, can he?
No, he should have shot when he beat the first guy, I thought.
He got closed down too quickly.
Nah, need a wee VAR.
No, you don't need. There's no feet. I mean, he done well. I mean, I don't know what... You're bashing the guy because...
I'm not bashing the guy. I just think he should have... I think he should have got a better shot away. That's not bashing him.
How do you know how good the shot was? It could have been the best shot of all time.
Well,
you can't help if it's been blocked.
What do you mean could have been the best shot of all time?
No, but you're making it as if it's a shit. It's not his fault. It got deflected out for a corner.
It was decent defending, but he should have shot earlier.
He didn't have a...
I think he should have.
You're just bashing Kuhn for no reason.
I'm not bashing Kuhn. He's the best player in the league.
He done alright. He cut inside, then he closed down, so he took it around another player.
He could have released the shot earlier, is all I'm saying. Alright? And I think if he looked back on it, he'd agree.
I disagree.
You disagree? That's alright, Jambo. Anyway, Engels then has another slack pass in the middle of the midfield.
Engels was shite tonight. There's no 2 ways about it. He wasn't that good. And then to top it off, he missed the penalty.
He did have a couple of good balls into the box. I believe it was Kuhn missed it. It was offside though. Montero got his shot away from the slack pass for Engels. We then saw a penalty shout for Idah. I mean, I kind of agree with Joe Hart. If they gave it, I don't think it would have been overturned, but I don't think it's a penalty, so therefore, correct decision not giving it. It's one of those clear and obvious ones, isn't it? Where if he gives it, they're not going to overturn it.
No, not a penalty for me.
But if he gives it, they're not overturning it. Do you agree?
Aye, but not a penalty for me.
Yep, I agree with that. Awful mistake here for Young Boys. Kyogo makes it 1-0, but turns out it's not an awful mistake because Cal McGregor goes right through the back of the Young Boys midfielder.
Yeah, and Joe Hart said never a foul. I don't know what game I mean, you can clearly see, man, he hacks him from behind, and then see Joe Hart, he's very biased. He might be one of the biased commentators I've ever heard. He'll say that a decision clearly is going for Celtic, but then when the replay proves him wrong, he has to change it because obviously he'll look like a dick if he stands by what he's saying. And it's like, if you're not sure, then why are you making yourself out to be an idiot like that? Why is he claiming that's never a foul? Then when he sees it back, he's like, oh, aye, that is a foul. And he did the same thing with the Idah red.
Yeah, you know what, man? I think when we do have these games on TNT Sport or Premier, the bias is unbelievable, and that's from all sides. Like, if Joe Hart was commentating, right, on a, let's see, like a Tottenham Brentford game in the Premier League, would he really be cheerleading like this for Tottenham? I don't think he would. You could argue it's a different kettle of fish. I don't think it is, really. I think it's pathetic. I really do. And, Michael Stewart does it a lot with Hearts. I mean, you hear him, he's fucking greeting during the TNT coverage by the... We all hate Michael Stewart, but apparently, if you hate Michael Stewart, you're a hun.
Well,
I am a hun. Anyway, moving on. We see another offside goal. It was offside. Maida was offside, and he played it to Kyogo, who was offside.
Both offside in both counts.
Right, so. Taylor then gets pulled down. Referee gives this one. It was soft, but I can see why he gave it.
Very soft. I mean, I don't think it's a penalty either.
Very soft, medium, hard, very hard. An egg's an egg, as Chris Boyd once said. So, is it not a penalty?
No, it's not a penalty, man. He barely touches him. Come on, Taylor's going down looking for it. Well, to be fair to me, he did get his shot off or cross off, didn't he? So,
fair play.
I mean, they can't be giving penalties for this.
So what about Chris Boyd's analogy then at the windy?
Aye, Chris Boyd's analogy is a load of shite.
You wouldn't eat this and you wouldn't put it on a slice of toast?
No.
Too runny?
Aye, this is raw.
It's fucking raw. But I'll tell you what, Engels is fucking raw. Because, this would get him put out the blue kitchen. Actually, he's not in the blue kitchen, he's in the green kitchen. Awful penalty. Goalie easily saves it. And that takes us into half-time. And you know what? The way that first half went, you honestly felt like this game was going to end in a draw, Young Boys winning, because everything just didn't go Celtic's way. They were offside by half a yard. They missed a penalty. Shots were being, blocked. Good first half from a Young Boys defensive point of view, but offensively, I thought they were bogging.
Were they really great defensively? They conceded a penalty and conceded 3 goals, albeit they were offside. But I mean,
held their line, and the chances that did matter, they blocked them.
I mean, you say they held their line, but I think that it's on the Celtic players to be onside. No.
Yeah. I don't know, Maldini and, Baresi, those kind of guys held their lines. I wouldn't go bashing them. You know what I mean? Anyway, into the second half, Trusty hits the bar from a header. We then had a brilliant double save from Kasper Schmeichel. This is really where the game... I mean, this is the knife edge here, because I think if Young Boys make it 1-0, I just don't see how Celtic win the game.
Yeah, it would have been a deflating goal for sure.
Because, it was very, very... it was like a basketball game, I think Joe Hart said at one stage. And that suits Young Boys, to be honest. Young Boys just lacked a lot of quality going forward, man. A lot of slack passes, galore. Then we saw Adam Idah get warmed up here. Benito, he was slabbering to the ref, giving him a bit of ear, a bit of lip, and Adam Idah gets played through. Can't remember who got played through, but it was another sub, was it Bernardo?
I think it was Hatate, actually, but...
they said it was a substitute that played him through.
Fair enough.
We'll never find out, though, because Idah didn't actually score the goal, but you know what? Is this half assist, shot, whatever you want to call it? Because he's not getting labelled. He's not getting a goal, obviously. He's not getting an assist.
But the way they were treating him, you'd think they were giving him the goal. Oh, he's no scored since this. He got his first. He didn't get nothing.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
He didn't get nothing,
if you
man.
Don't shoot, you don't.
He had a shot and the keeper saved it.
And it deflected onto Benito.
Simple as that. I mean, very lucky deflection. Had this not went in, you're sitting here thinking, look at that. Idah wasted Celtic's last great chance to score and win. But he gets a massive stroke of luck, man, and ball bounces off Benito and goes in the back of the net. Unbelievable. Yeah, massive bit of luck for Celtic, but you know what? Based off why are we giving Idah credit when his shot was saved? I'm not giving Idah credit. 9.5 million pound, man, and for a bit of luck. Is that what you're paying these days for a stroke of luck? I think this buys him a bit of time though. For what? For what though? He didn't score. I know he didn't, but Celtic fans will be forever grateful for the near future. All right, that's why. I know he didn't score. Well, who are they grateful for? Benito? No, not Benito. Idah. For what? Well, for having a shot saved. Yeah, I know, but he still helped get the goal, didn't he? Did he? Well, if he puts it in Rose said, it can't hit off Benito and go in. He puts it in the danger zone. No, he doesn't put it in. He takes a shot and he fucking misses. The keeper saves it, right? So fuck Adam Idah then. He did. No, but this is incredible, man. So did he do nothing? He got lucky. He did get lucky, right? But he still helped. Not intentionally. Not intentionally, but fuck, you got. Man, you guys are going to start making it as if he actually pinged this after the keeper intentionally to hit it off Benito. No, we're playing checkers. He's playing chess apparently. it was very fortunate, man.
It was as jammy as fucking the Jambos. Even though there's no jamminess for the Jambos these days. No, it was a really lucky goal, but Celtic, all in all, probably deserved to win.
No, I think they deserved it, but let's not fucking overrate Adam Idah here and pretend that he's great or something just because he got this big stroke of luck.
I'm preparing for a bombardment in the comments. Everybody's been bashing him, not just us.
He deserves it. He's shite.
I know he's
I'm not
shite.
giving him the credit because Benito scored their own goal. I'm supposed to bow down. Oh, I was wrong about Idah. No, he's certainly worth 9.5. But I'm no. Fucking when they give you 9.5 pence.
Technically, this goal's worth a lot of milk.
Aye, it is, but he didn't score it. You know what I mean? So
oh come on!
he was just there at the right place, right time.
Aye, right. Speaking of right place, right time, Maida gets sent off. VAR. Joe Hart is greeting. Oh God! I mean, it's
Joe Hart's crying his eyes out, saying, "No way, can't give a red for that." But then when the red's given, he's like, well, it's in the rules. It's a red card. I mean, fucking hell, Joe. Jesus Christ. He's the biggest cheerleader ever, but then when the decision's official, he just accepts it and stops acting like a fud. You know what? It's in the rule books, it's probably a red card. It's very soft because there's not a lot in it, but at the end of the day, like Maida does kick out at him. He's not intending to win the ball there. Joe's like, but you need to take it back. No, you don't need to take it back. Maida's never getting the ball. It's frustration. He kicks it. It's a bit cheap, like, isn't it?
yeah.
I would like to get a player sent off like that, but
As he was 6 minutes to go, Young Boys didn't do much. They had a chance right at the end, header flicked down, and I don't even know if it was hitting or not.
you know what? I don't know why Maida was so. I could maybe understand it more if it was 0-0.
Yeah. Oh no, it was pointless. And now he misses the big game at Phillip Park.
Well, he said the big game one doesn't really mean much.
But it's still a big
No, it's
game.
a big game and you want to be in it, like, but it would have meant more had Celtic not won tonight. But I could maybe also see Maida kicking out more if it was 0-0 and, obviously
I
the frustrations of being held. But I'm just surprised that he'd done that after Celtic took the league.
Well, I don't know how the groups played out. Maybe Celtic can still finish top 8.
They
No?
can, yes.
Well, then it's still a big game. Then.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, that's never.
Yeah, but how much? The difference between Celtic going to Phillip Park with Maida on the left and Palma is
it's drastic.
astronomically, man, different. Anyway, yeah, the final whistle goes. You know what? Good for Scottish football. First time since 2012-13 that Scottish team's into the knockout stages.
It's a good win as well, coefficient, because obviously Champions League points, coefficient, you get more. So, congratulations Celtic. Big win for them. Dyson Maida sent off. It's going to be a blow for the match at Phillip Park. But, the main thing was getting the win tonight. Phillip Park's a bonus, isn't it? If they win at Phillip Park, or if they get a result, then great. If they get into top 8, then great. But, I think when the draw was first announced, it was always about just getting into top 24. Yeah, and that's what they've done. Have they taken a little bit longer to do it than maybe we thought, possibly, after a good start? They drew the last few games before this, and who knows? You're looking at the Bruges game and that other game. Who was the game they drew with last time?
Zagreb.
Yeah, you're thinking, had they won one of those games, top 8 would be looking a lot more doable. But it is what it is. They've got into 12 points. That's going to get them through. It's been a good campaign.
So what is it then?
Barrage is back.
Aye.
Barrage ball's in full effect.
Barrage ball. So 3 wins, 3 draws, and a defeat.
Right. You can't complain with that.
That's pretty good.
Now you can questionable opposition, but still good results. Come on.
You've got to beat what's in front of you at the end of the day, and they couldn't beat Dortmund, but here, you would take getting beat 7-1 to go through. 7
out of those 7 games, 3 of them are against Dortmund, Atlanta, and RB Leipzig. At the start of the campaign, I think you would have not expected Celtic to only have 1 defeat against those 3 teams. Now, we can argue how good Leipzig are, considering they're rock bottom with 8 points as we speak.
I think they won tonight.
Oh, did they? Alright, well, before tonight. Before we started speaking. But, come on, it's been a good campaign.
No, it has been a good campaign, and...
it's Rodgers' best campaign at the club. Is it Rodgers' best Champions League campaign in general?
I'd say it is.
It'd be hard to...
Didn't even have one with Liverpool.
Yeah, the year he finished second, he'd been in the Champions League. Can't remember him doing anything, though.
No. Anyway, guys, that is where we're going to leave it. Big win for Celtic. Definitely not as easy as they thought it would be. You look at the first half, it should have been relatively easy. And it shouldn't have been that nerve-breaking. But at the end of the day, you look at next season, they're not going to get an easy as draw as this, so they kind of had to go through, didn't they?
I mean, the draw was extremely easy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be the last time Celtic go through in the near future, like the next 5 seasons, but when you factor in after next year, you have to go through the qualifying rounds. It's probably going to be a few years where Celtic miss it.
Yeah, but anyway, they didn't miss it tonight, guys. Got their goals, so congratulations. Well, they got their goal, so congratulations to them. Own goal from Benito, not Adam Idah, just in case anyone tries to give him the glory there, give him the credit. I'm not giving him shit.
Aye.
I'm not giving him nothing.
Now, what you could argue is that Engels fluffed his lines and Idah fluffed his.
Well, yeah,
The £20 million bottle jobs.
They both missed. Yeah, Adam Idah's going to get all the praise, isn't he?
We Engels, man. All the last few months down the drain. Because the guy with the tricolour on his calves arrived.
Aye, anyway, that's it. Aye.
Till next time, guys. The big game tomorrow, not this diddy game.